Hello everybody and welcome to this channel. And I wasn't really gonna do anything today, but there's some news actually popping up here, and I'm sorry about the quality here. The camera and lighting is not of studio quality, so to speak. I guess I have to look into that sometime soon. Canadian crypto exchange Quadriga CX, I never heard of that one, blames major bank for delays. So I mean, I guess this is how major banks can really kind of cause a little bit of trouble for some of these guys. They're saying here Canada's largest digital currency exchange, Quadriga CX, is blaming legal action from a major bank for delays when customers cash out funds. The Globe and Mail reported the other day. They reportedly states that it has been experiencing difficulties accessing 21 million of its funds since January, when the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce (CIBC) froze 5 accounts. And so yeah, this is what you get, I guess, when maybe it's just a matter of you know, that they really want to be some, you know, cause trouble here, or maybe it's some kind of a money laundering thing. I mean, who knows? But you know, this is still, so it's still kind of you know, an issue, I guess, with some of these banks. But let's not get stuck on this. Then we have Roger Ver, who he's thinking about launching his own crypto exchange. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's I think he's done a lot for the crypto space, so I mean, it's why not start something there for Bitcoin Cash? See how it turns out. What is he saying here? To basically boost liquidity for Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, that's a good idea, I guess, for any of these currency pairs. I mean, if you have because right now, I mean, if you go to Bittrex or something, or Binance, I mean, you always have to change your currency into another currency to buy a third currency, kind of thing. It's difficult to find pairs right away for if you have I don't know, Bitcoin Cash to something else, Dogecoin, then you know, you might not find that pair, and so you have to switch around, and it's kind of, well, it's not really time consuming, but it's a little bit annoying still. So what's he saying here? He's currently debating the pros and cons of launching his own exchange versus partnering or acquiring an established platform, which, yeah, that could also be an idea, I guess. So wow, that will be interesting to see what he comes up with there, and interested to follow that. Switzerland embraces crypto with fund license. So finally, Cryptofinance, right? These are the guys that they were founded last June 2017, and I actually visited these guys back in what was it, December of last year, and they have there are a bunch of good guys, kind of ex-bankers, brokers, and so on. I mean, they certainly know about trading and setting up you know, all the software and all the whole trading business. So, you know, it's just another asset class, right? It's cryptocurrency, so why not do that? And but I thought they were gonna have the fund license a little bit earlier than now, but you know, it doesn't happen overnight, I guess, some of these things. So this is for them, I think, and also for the this asset class, cryptos. This could be good news. It could really be good news, that because they can attract other types of, you know, customers, maybe bigger now. So the company is now recognized as an asset manager of collective investment schemes, meaning it can manage and distribute domestic and foreign funds and provide advice to investors. And you know, Jan here said, he's the CEO, pointed out that this authorization allows startups like theirs to cater to a wider group of professional investors in the cryptocurrency market. So this could really spark some interest from not just ex-traders and computer nerds, I guess. Swiss Economics Minister Johann Schneider-Ammann said that Switzerland wants to be a crypto nation. So yeah, they're going in the right direction if that's what they want. A reason for Switzerland's potential crypto success is its openness to business innovation. Well, that's always been important, right? Instead of trying to block everything and make it difficult for people to innovate. So they're certainly catching on to this. To that fact, PayPal for crypto. This is something we have spoken about as well over the last week or two. Up to 25,000 online stores in Germany may accept digital money in 2019. That would be exciting. And of course, we're talking about UTRUST here. So they're saying here this UTRUST API is aimed at online and point-of-sale crypto acceptance worldwide. And this is what they have their sight on, and I think they're even ahead of schedule. So end of this year, beginning of 2019, they're really going to start rolling out. So you might start to maybe consider doing something in this space. According to UTRUST's estimates, Agambio-powered stores, they generate about 30% of e-commerce revenue in Germany, and therefore are in a powerful starting position for UTRUST to expand across the continent. And they're saying that these partnerships mean that from the first day of operation, thousands of merchants will be able to accept cryptocurrencies in a simplified way. And you know, like we've been saying or hoping for about a year now, this is we're getting to this point now where this can finally spread a little bit to other things as well. Although, I mean, there are some sites I saw yesterday. Some guy had a site up for different flights and so on. You can buy with Bitcoin and so on. So there's already some stuff up and running. UTRUST protocol also has a built-in mechanism for dispute resolution, and you know, we mentioned this as well. This is an important feature that if something doesn't work out, that the buyer and seller can kind of you know, they have somewhere to go to resolve the issue. Specifically, UTRUST arbiters may step in to mediate between the buyers and the sellers if they don't agree on a refund or release of funds in 30 days. So the UTRUST hopes to become the PayPal of crypto by offering protection for both buyers and sellers. They're saying they're on, the company says its roadmap is ahead of schedule, and so I'm expecting end of the year or something like this that they will kind of start showing more what they have. The price is, I think the price is very cheap still. So for you guys who wants to make maybe a nice deal, the time should be now. Singapore moves to help crypto startups receive banking services. So that's also okay. So they want to also kind of embrace this, and they don't want to stand in their way, right? Like some nations. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, the city-state central bank, is working to ensure cryptocurrency startups receive domestic banking services as part of the country's efforts to boost fintech development. And they're saying here, I hope we can bring minds together on this so that we can get over this hurdle. And so Singapore wants to be a little bit of a player. Good. And of course we have here, let's finish off with this piece. The tax-free cryptocurrency producing capital of the world with Vit Jedlicka presents LIBERLAND, right? And if you haven't heard about LIBERLAND, I mean, this is a small piece of land between like Croatia and, well, I think it says here somewhere. It's where they want to, Croatia and Serbia, and they want to create this kind of tax-free cryptocurrency producing capital of the world, and which is a very nice initiative, I think, at least as an experiment to see what will happen. I mean, I think we mentioned this before on this channel that about a month ago or 2 months ago, there's also a place in Norway, in the south of Norway, called LIBERLAND, where they also want to kind of do something similar, which is kind of exciting. You know, at least for just testing it out and see how it works out compared to the model that we all live in now, currently. And he's saying here, yeah, he wants to create this, he's dreaming of this ideal state based on voluntary taxes. that sounds pretty good, living in Sweden, right? It's you know, I don't know, at least to me it sounds like a fresh concept, but is it okay for like 100,000 people, or for 50 million, or is it, you know, for the entire plane that we live on? That's another question, but as an experiment and to see how people maybe can cooperate or how it will develop, that's interesting. So he says here, I realized that to do that we need to build a new system of governance that will make the existing system obsolete. Yeah. So he found a place on Wikipedia and studied the detail on the border dispute between Croatia and Serbia. And LIBERLAND was very special because neither country claimed it and still haven't. So they kind of just took it over. And I guess here it is, huh? Can hardly see it, but it's a good, it's kind of a good location, right? And Hungary, you know, Croatia here with the water, and I think there's also some lake here. I've seen pictures. I did even apply to a passport there, but I guess I'm not alone, so we shall see what happens. Yeah, the immigration policy will be very liberal. However, at the present time, citizenship is reserved for those who actively contribute to the creation of LIBERLAND, which I guess that makes sense, you know. Yeah, he keeps on going here. I can post this link down on the YouTube channel, and yeah, cool that there are some people like this in the world as well, who wants to kind of to test something new. And yeah, I think that's about it. I've been babbling for some time now, and on the price, I think there's nothing special today. We're just holding it. The price refuses to move. I guess should stop talking about the price and just look at some other things. And that's it. Take care, guys.